Hey gang, Joshua Bacarella here with your Lake St. Clair Fishing Report, brought to you by Sportsmen's Direct. Well, today is Thursday, the 25th of April, 2019, and tomorrow, Friday, we will start opening both stores at 5:30 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They're a balance of the week from Monday through Thursday. We'll be opening at 6. No changes in closing time, but we're trying to open up earlier for you folks so that you can get out there and get after a lot of those walleye and smallies and everything else that's going on out there right now. We know we can't open early enough for you guys going down to the river, so you're still going to have to get your minnows the night before, but hey, you know, the minnow bite thing is almost done with anyway, so let's get on with it. So I talked with Joel Anderson. We're going to go north first. We're going to go a little farther north than the St. Clair River up to Lexington and Sanilac. So Joel's guys are telling me that the Chinook salmon fishing up there out in the lake has been amazing this year. They have not seen it like this in a long time. So the fish, the size of the fish is big, the numbers are great. So that's kind of cool. I mean, so if you're out and you want to go after some spring kings, head on up to Lexington or Sanilac. You're going to drop down south a little bit. St. Clair River, man, okay, so silverfish still, cohos, steelheads, even some Atlantics in the river, but the walleye are finally going, guys. So up and down the river, if you got a favorite spot to go up there, hit it. Shore fishermen, the combat style fishing along the river, you know, all those, I'm not going to give out the names, you guys know the spots. I don't want them getting any more overrun than they already are, but yeah, they're catching fish off of shore up there, casting as well. Drop down further into the lake, walleyes in front of the beach. If you are waiting for the lilacs to bloom, you're going to miss it. So don't wait for the lilacs to bloom, guys. I know that old adage, and I always tell guys every year, if you wait till the lilacs bloom, you're going to miss the peak of the run, and that's going to happen to you if you wait again this year too. Right now, the lilacs are starting to bud, and we got guys taking walleyes right out in front of the beach. The water out there is really dirty, which is to your benefit for the walleye. So all these fish coming out of the Clinton River, some of the smaller males moving up along the shoreline, all the resident fish, they are stacking up in that dirty water along the shoreline. I'm guessing all the way from, probably from South River Road, you know, out of Harley, all the way down into the Mile Roads, all the way down to the Yacht Club, the Delphine. I mean, there's going to be fish along the whole shoreline, guys. So if you want to pull cranks, you want to pull harnesses, be my guest. It's all going to work right now. Just keep your speeds down low because the water is cold. So now we're going to talk about the Detroit River. What do I need to say? The walleyes are on fire in the river. They're catching fish on the American side, on the Canadian side. Really just kind of depends on water clarity, how well you're going to do. Big fish are mostly spawned out, so the big hens have spawned out. A lot of those fish have dropped back into deeper water. Lots of males, though, up and down the river to keep you really busy. If you want to go after real trophy-sized fish, or at least trophy-sized for now since they're spawned out, I'd add a minnow to it. But other than that, you really don't need to be loading up with that live bait unless we're in cold front conditions, which we are probably going to have this weekend. They're talking snow on Saturday or Sunday, which is crazy. It's not going to stick, but they're talking snow flurries anyway. So hey, it's spring in Michigan. So let's talk about smallmouth bass. The smallmouth bass, that warm shot we had, that 70-degree weather and all that rain, it pushed those fish crazy shallow, and it really triggered that happy dance thing, okay? So we had fish in there cutting already, and I got pictures of fish with their tails tore up, so I got proof. So the water temperatures down at Belle Isle right now are about 49 degrees, but up here in the lake, we've had temps into the mid to upper 50s in shallow. So 6 to 8 feet of water on some of these smallies during the warmer periods, okay? Blade baits, jerk baits, tubes, anything that's going to generate vibrations, your lipless cranks. You can catch fish on all of those baits right now, and Joe Bauer was out there doing it today, and he was flogging them in 6 to 8 feet of water. Now, those fish are not going to stay up shallow. We got colder weather coming. They're probably going to push back out. I don't expect active spawning to be going on right now. The water's still, it's about 49 to 55 degrees, still on the cold side for really active spawning, but they're going to go in there and think about it right now, and then as soon as it warms up and gets stable, that's going to happen. Water is pretty dirty up in there, and another reason to use all those, you know, really strong vibrating baits. If the water cools off a little bit, just slow your presentation down. Let's see, what else can we talk about here? Panfish, pumpkin seeds, and the rock bass have been a little bit slow, but a lot of seeds in the canals. You We got some folks out there fishing the marinas and stuff still, and near shore, newly emergent weed beds, and you got pumpkin seeds happening. Catfish, channel cats. Guys are catching some big cats. River mouths, probably the mouth of the spillway, along those shorelines down there in the mile roads, Memorial Park, you know, all the favorite catfish places, mouth of the Clinton River, big cats. It's that time of the year. Let's see, who else do we got biting out there? Ditch pickles, largemouth bass. I call them ditch pickles. A lot of us do here locally. For you guys coming in from out of town, if you get a blow, you know, a miserable blow day out there and you still want to have some fun, or for you guys casting from shore, lots of largemouths to be had all along the shorelines. You know, all the public access points are going to have fish. I was down at Selfridge for just like an hour and a half the other day, and I got 5 really nice ones just walking the wall. So I mean, just about anywhere you want to go. Metro Beach, you know, pick your favorite place. One last bit of business here, guys. Next Tuesday. Now, normally we do this here at the store, and we've done it the last few years. But next Tuesday, that Lake St. Clair Fisheries Workshop is going to be held at the Cabelas over on Hall Road. So it's next Tuesday at 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock at the Cabelas on Hall Road. So if you have questions for the DNR, you want to get more info, it's always a very, very informative meeting. They'll talk about all the different populations, how the spawn went last year, some regulation talk, but it's always a great meeting. So show up, make your voices heard. You know, a lot of you guys get, you know, you have a lot of opinions on things. That's a good place where you can share them and let the folks from the state, you know how you feel. So with that said, if you really like the content on these videos and you want to get an instantaneous update as soon as we post these things up live, click on that subscribe button, that little bell. Click on that, dude, and you'll get your updates when as soon as these things go live. You have a great one, and we'll see you out there in the water.